Good evening. Happy Friday. Let's start with exercise. Uh, yeah, because yeah. Well, there's no reason. Exercise is good, very necessary. So let's do exercise. Yeah, we got. I gotta set the score right because last time when we did martial yoga, I was like wobbly because my left pinky toe was injured, but I think it's healed by now. So let's try it, okay? Yeah, martial yoga, okay? Yeah. Ah, well, let me see. Yeah, the Pikachu is a little bit still sore, just a little bit, but yeah, it's still sore. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, but did better than last time, so okay. I mean, right foot, no problem, but left foot, my pinky is still recovering. So yeah, well, but that was good enough. So all right, because if you're balancing with one foot, you need to use all toes. Okay, because if one toe is injured, then balancing is very difficult. Okay, because balancing with one foot, you have to use all toes because balancing is very dynamic. Okay, yeah, all right. This is gonna be a challenge. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, I still my left toe, pinky toe is yeah is recovering very gradually, very slowly. Okay, all right. What else? Well, can still do leg exercise, right? Yeah, you're balancing. Oh, it's too difficult when toe is injured. So, all right. Yeah, I'm exercising my calf, right? Yeah. Okay. Then squat. Ah, wow. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. Yeah, that's enough exercise. So yeah. Yeah. Enough exercise. Mm. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Okay. Let me grab the chair. Ha 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 ha. Happy Friday, everybody. Woo! Cold, cold. Ah, chilly. Yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. And so the yeah, it's very good Friday today. And yeah, I went to work, came back from work, regular time like 5 o'clock, right? and and after that, I've been writing this humanology paper for about 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 pages. I wrote quite fast. Uh, it was about copium homeostasis, right? Copium homeostasis, and like input and output energy balancing, right? And there was one section, and next section was about the application of that principle, right? It was about obesity, pandemic. What was the cause? Okay, we talked about this before, so there's no need for us to discuss it now. But that's what I've been writing. Yeah, like temperature control, blah blah blah, and then obesity, the historical cause of obesity. Yeah, so that's because it's a subject matter that's of huge importance to better the next generation. so that they become better than us, right? So yeah, I spent time explaining the historical cause of obesity pandemic and the solution: exercise and diet. Yeah, reduce the input energy, this diet part, then increase the output, exercise. Okay, yeah. So there was long riding. 어, 너희가 쓴 거라. Yeah, I'm not even done yet. Okay, there's one thing I forgot to say. Let me. Should I write it now? Maybe I'll write some more during the breaks. Okay. Well, let me write just one paragraph. Real quick. Okay. So, Okay, I'm sorry. I wrote like three paragraphs, but yeah, some important stuff, right? Like sugar and fat consumption, the danger. Okay, yeah, it's just too important to ignore because what good is it? What's the use of this all this humanological, metaphysical, theoretical framework if we don't apply to the real world setting in order to save lives, right? That's the whole point. To save human lives, to heal, to make the future generation better than us. That's the whole point of doing this humanology. Otherwise, what's the point, right? And there's some intellectual entertainment value too, but ah, that's good. Yeah. Let's take 5 minutes break, please. Okay, let's take five minutes break, and then let's talk about some politics. Okay, yeah, because it's kind of big issue nowadays, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, some politics. Conservatives are under attack nowadays. Conservatives are under attack. I'm a conservative, but I'm kind of moderate though, right? I mean, even the protesters who went to Capitol on January 6th, 2021, it's like last Wednesday. Most of them stayed cleared. Most of them were peaceful protesters, and they did not cross the police line. They did not commit violence. Most of them did not enter the Capitol building. Okay. Uh, yeah, this interference with government business. Yeah, it's illegal. Okay. And most of them who are there in Capitol Hill, they didn't commit those illegal trespass. They didn't. Most of them didn't. Most of them are peaceful protesters. Okay. It's just like people in the left side of the aisles, they say BLM, yeah, mostly peaceful BLM protests. Okay, so conservatives, they can say the same thing because it was true, right? Yeah. So yeah, the left-leaning media is attacking conservatives nowadays. Okay, they are basically saying, "Hey, all those people, criminals, they are one of you guys, conservatives." Okay, look what happened. Hmm. Yeah, so conservatives are under attack. Uh, yeah, but in my opinion, because I'm moderate conservative, okay, I'm not a huge. Well, I like President Trump, okay, but I don't blindly believe what he says, okay. In my opinion, he misled people, okay. He said the election is was a fraud. He won the election, and there was election fraud, and but he didn't have any evidence, and he sued in court, lost all the cases in court of law. But he still kept on insisting that he won the election and it was a fraudulent election, and he misled people. He invited people to stop the certification. I mean, he didn't expressly say that, but this kind of implied. I mean, nobody knows what he was thinking. Okay. But it was quite obvious that he wanted to stop the certification process. And the people who entered the Capitol building to stop the certification process, in their minds, they were obeying the presidential order. So Mr. President Trump misled those people. And that's why he's in impeachment trial now. Okay? But that's one way to look at it. That's what I think. What do you think? Yeah, this liberal leaning media, some of them have some good insights. Okay, yeah, this cult of personality, right? And he's like occult leader, massive scale, Mr. President Trump, and also this magic spell. So some New York Times article wrote, will this Trump spell be broken after this Capitol incident? Obviously, it hasn't. Too many conservatives. It's more like wishful thinking. Okay, President Trump, he wanted to stay in the office, and many conservatives, including myself, wanted him to stay and finish building the southern border wall. Yeah. Did I pray for him to get reelected? Yes, I did. But did I vote for him? No. I voted for myself because I was also running for president. Okay. I wrote down my name in the writing candidate slot, and took a picture and put in the social media. That's what I did. And I mean, the fraud, it could be true, but nobody knows, okay? But the thing is, there's no evidence of fraud, election fraud, okay? So it's just his speculation, his wishful thinking, and by that, he misled many people, and some of them went into Capitol building. In their minds, yeah, presidential order. There's some legitimized in their mind. There's some legitimacy in those protesters' mind who went inside the Capitol building. We are obeying the presidential order. Okay? So President Trump, he is responsible. Look, mafia boss, sometimes they order their subordinate mafia gangbangers to assassinate competing mafia boss. That's how gangbangers work, right? Then mafia boss is guilty of murder. He ordered his subordinate to kill somebody, right? Even though he didn't actually do the act of assassination of competing mafia boss, right? But yeah, that's murder. Then will President Trump? Well, murder. Well, fortunately, luckily, no legislators got hurt. That's a good thing. Okay, we don't want any legislators to get hurt, right? So, Capitol Police, Secret Service, they did great job, right? And also National Guards, they did fantastic job. But one police officer passed away by the hands of some of those protesters, but they did use violence. Okay, so otherwise, How can they possibly obey the presidential order, stop the certification process, and they had to get across the police line? How? They had to use violence to obey the presidential order to stop the certification process in the Capitol Hill, right? So if those people who committed violence that led to death of a police officer, that's like a murder. And who gave that order? Well, not expressly, but implicitly, there was President Trump. So is then will there be a criminal trial against President Trump later on? Will President Trump be accused of murder? That's a possibility. Because if those people, Capitol Hill, who committed violence against police officers, if they are in jail, well, don't you think President Trump should go to jail too for exact same crime? For ordering them to go in there. Not expressly, but impliedly, implicitly, okay? So, President Trump is in big trouble. He may be charged with murder later on, okay? Because he was reckless, sending people there, all right? He's in big trouble, all right? Yeah. So many conservatives, well, very few of them are violent. Just like in left side, not all BLM protesters were violent. No, yes, they were, I guess, mostly peaceful. But yeah, BLM protest, yeah, is not mostly peaceful. I'm not sure about that. There were a lot of violence there too. Okay, but in Capitol Hall incidents, yeah, there were a lot of violence there too. Okay, and in BLM protest, yeah, some people died, but it was mostly property destruction. But did some people actually die from BLM protest, and did the left-leaning media cover it up, not report it? That's also another possibility. Well, they are biased. All right. I mean, right-leaning media like we have One American News. Newsmax, Fox, they are biased too toward in favor of conservatives. Okay, but yeah, President Trump he was reckless, right? To order people to go to Capitol Hill to stop the certification, right? He should have seen the danger of that. Did I see it? No, no. I did not expect this level of violence by conservatives on Capitol police officers. I would not imagine that. I would not. I would. It was quite a surprise to me. Okay, because I did not foresee that. But did I support President Trump's allegation that he won the election? I did not. Okay. Before that January 6th, I did not support him, his position. Okay. I thought th- nobody knows, but it seemed to me he lost the election. Why? Because he didn't do very well. All the BLM protests, when the cities were burning in America, what did he do to stop it? He couldn't. COVID-19, I don't think he did very well. I mean, BLM, he said, I am law and order president, but talk is cheap. He couldn't stop it. I'm law and order president, but talk is cheap. It's just talking. That's easy, right? But did he actually, was he able to stop BLM protests? He couldn't. COVID-19, well, he just blame point finger. Oh, China is China virus. He's just pointing finger, right? That's very immature, all right? Because COVID-19 could have started anywhere. AIDS, it started in San Francisco, America. Yeah, LGBT community, but it could have started anywhere, all right? Pandemic happens, like Spanish flu, whatever. Okay, those things happen. Okay, it could have been started anywhere. Right? Next pandemic can start from America. So you cannot just blame a country, point finger at China. That's not a good leadership. That's very immature, childish attitude. And people saw that. When these big things happen, his inability to handle the crisis situation was exposed. Not once, twice. COVID-19 and BLM. People saw it and they were disappointed. That's why Americans, decide to fire him. I think it was fair election. I doubt there was a massive scale of election fraud because President Trump, he didn't do very well during the past 4 years. And a lot of people in the middle, independents, they were disillusioned. That's why they did not vote for him this time. Okay. To me, it just makes sense that Americans were disappointed, so they decided not to vote for him. I think that's what happened in 2020 November election, right? And I think he lost fair and square, in my opinion, because it makes sense, right? I mean, they say conservatives. They say, yeah, COVID-19 is not his fault. I agree, but president's job, leader of a nation, should have exceptional leadership skill to handle any unforeseen crisis. And President Trump failed. Not once, twice. So Americans decide to fire him. I think that's what happened. Yeah. But I do understand why those protesters went to Capitol Hill. It's because they couldn't imagine themselves living for 4 years under Democratic Party president, right? Or Senate majority by Democrats, also House majority by Democrats. Okay, so this conservatives, they just didn't want to go through that 4 years under Democratic Party's hegemony, control. Okay, they don't want to wear a mask. They want their individual freedom. They're conservatives. Okay, individual freedom. They want a southern border wall, right? And now that's not going to happen for the next 4 years. So that's why I guess they wanted to protest and perhaps reverse the election. Okay. And President Trump, he kind of fueled that kind of frustration and yeah. But I didn't go to Capitol Hill. Well, first of all, I don't have money or time to go there. Okay. Even if I had money or time to go to Capitol Hill, would I have gone there? No. Why? Because I think election was fair and square. With President Trump, he didn't do very well. To me, it makes sense that he lost. Okay, he failed twice, at least, big time. Americans saw that and they didn't vote for him. All right, that's my guess. All right, I like President Trump. Okay, but I'm not like blinded by his magical spell. All right, when he does something wrong, like treating China as his enemy, I don't like it. Okay, so I like China. Okay, I love all countries. Do I love Iran, North Korea? Yes. People in North Korea, Iran, they're just like us. 99% of people, hardworking, law-abiding citizens, right? It's just those politicians in North Korea, Iran, okay, that's kind of problematic. But we are in no position to criticize North Korea or Iran. Why? America has a lot of problems, perhaps even more problems than Iran or North Korea. We are in no position to judge North Korea or Iran politics. We have problems too, America. Okay, so okay, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, I have some vocal rest. Maybe 10 minutes. Happy Friday, everybody. Oh boy, we'll take 5 to 10 minutes break. Ah, Okay, so I'm a lawyer, so let's conduct some legal analysis. Okay, so there's criminal attempt, or criminal conspiracy. Okay, they are crimes. Okay, so also there's we have murder, premeditated murder. There's a fourth degree murder. Okay, then there's second degree murder, which is not premeditated, not planned. Okay, and then next level is voluntary manslaughter, and then involuntary manslaughter, and then the next level is wrongful death. That's like civil side. Okay, so but the fourth degree of homicide, that's like fourth degree murder, second degree murder, voluntary manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter. Okay, so there's a sliding scale of four felony crimes, homicide. Okay, wrongful death, that's more based on negligence. Okay, by accident, mistake, right? And how about manslaughter? Well, that's more than negligence. That's more like recklessness. When the danger was foreseeable from a reasonable person's point of view. A person died because of some people who are reckless disregard of human life. Then that's manslaughter, right? Murder is more like intentional homicide. But manslaughter, that's not intentional, but that's more like recklessness. Wrongful death, that's not crime, that's the civil lawsuit. They sue for money. That's more like negligence. Okay, so you have negligence, then recklessness, and then you have intentional. So for second degree murder, that's like intentional homicide. Voluntary, involuntary manslaughter, that's more like recklessness. Wrongful death, that's more like negligence. That's tort. That's not criminal side. That's civil lawsuit, suing for money. Okay, but in civil lawsuit, people don't go to jail. They have to pay for money, pay with money. Okay, civil, right? Criminal side, yeah, they go to jail. Homicide, they are all felonies, all four of them. Okay, so United States attorneys, the district attorneys, DAs. Okay, so the prosecutors, okay, they may go after President Trump later on to charge him with at least manslaughter because he was reckless, inviting people and sending them to Capitol Hill. He didn't expressly make that kind of order, but he was reckless. He should have seen it coming because he had all the best source of information, daily intelligence briefing in the White House. He was in the position to know better than anybody else in the world. The best intelligence daily briefing, he got it in the White House. Okay. Of course, American citizens, they don't take orders from president because president is supposed to be public servant. He's supposed to be employee of the people, public servant, people, voters and taxpayers. They are supposed to be the boss in democracy, right? But he did invite people, if not ordered people, because he's in no position to make orders to people. Okay, he follow orders from people. In democracy, it's ruled by the people. It's at least supposed to be. But he misled people, alleged voter fraud, election fraud, misled people to go to the Capitol Hill, and he pushed too much, too hard, too far. Okay, he's far right. extreme conservative, nationalist, chauvinist, right? Yeah. I mean, he's not all that bad. He did very well with North Korea, but he did some sanction on North Korea. That was bad. No sanction. In my opinion, yeah, there should be no such a thing as sanction. Okay. Iran sanction, I oppose. I don't like his foreign policy. But he's dealing with North Korea president, Mr. Kim Jong-un, who's younger than me. Okay, I think he did very well. Because, Mr. Kim Jong-un of North Korea looked up to President Trump as some kind of mentorship. Okay, and he did very well. Yeah, show him some love. Show North Korean leader Mr. Kim Jong some love. Okay, and that was very well. I that was extraordinarily well done, President Trump. Okay, he did really well. Yeah. I think also he did very well with Russia, right? Yeah, yeah. President Vladimir Putin. Okay, yeah, he was his relationship with Mr. President Putin in Russia was very good, in my opinion. Okay, but I don't think he did very well with Iran, right? It was too hostile. So Miss Congress lady AOC Alexandria Ocasio Cortez, she's a very beautiful lady. She's like look like a model. She has the big brown eyes, right? Long hair and tall, slender. She looks like a model. Okay. And she went to college. She's like Hispanic, right? Very beautiful lady. And high pitched feminine voice, beautiful voice. And she used to be a bartender, right? And then she's Congress lady, Democratic Party. She's like far left, right? So yeah, I don't agree with her policies. It's too far left. I'm kind of moderate. I'm kind of in the middle. I kind of center right, slightly to the right, but mostly in the middle. Okay. Yeah. So Ms. Alexander Cortez, she gave an interview or speech like she was afraid for her life. I'm sure she was. I'm sure Congress lady. So AOC is from New York, Eastern Coast. The other bi-coastal area, California. Congress lady Nancy Pelosi. I'm sure she was afraid for her life too. Last Wednesday. Miss Congress lady Nancy Pelosi, she's kind of far left too, in my opinion. Okay, so AOC, Miss AOC, Miss Pelosi, yeah, they all know how unpopular they are among conservatives, and they are conservative for far right who's willing to commit violence. Okay, so I can understand their fear that they were afraid for their life. I can understand that because some of those far right people they had no problem committing violence on police officers. That was a very surprise to me. Why? Because most conservatives, okay, they love police. Okay, I do. Yeah, blue lives matter. Most conservatives, we love police officers. We are not like BLM people who hate police officers. Okay, so when these far right people commit violence on police officers, that was a big surprise to many of us, moderate conservatives, who love police officers. That was a big surprise. Because conservatives, we are supposed to love police officers, okay? And most of us do, including myself. So some conservatives committing violence on police officers, that's like we did not see this coming at all. It was a big surprise to us, most of us. Really. Conservatives committing violence on police officers, That's like unimaginable. All right. We were surprised. We were very surprised. We did not see this coming at all. No, we didn't. Most of us didn't. Because we love police officers, most conservatives, okay? And during the BLM protest, like, defund the police, right? Yeah, conservatives, okay, we said blue lives matter, right? And then week and a half ago, Capitol Hill, some conservatives committed violence on police officers. There was a big surprise to most of us. We did not see this coming. Okay, we did not. No. Some confession of conservative. Okay, some confession of a conservative. Okay, so yeah, let's take 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of sad. Yeah, we take 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so President Trump, he might face some criminal charges later on, okay, because 7 people died from this protest, okay, 7 people, right? Yeah, one Capitol police officers died from suicide. One civilian protester died from suicide, okay, and one this the latest two, okay, casualty of this protest, and 5 people, well, one police officer died from injury, okay, and one protester died from a gunshot wound, right? I don't think it was necessary that some police officers fired a bullet on this protester. I don't think that was necessary to use gun, okay, but it happened. Let me get some refill of this vodka. Okay, so, yeah. Yeah, so 7 people died, okay? So is President Trump responsible for 7 Americans' death? I think he is. Okay, why? Because he invited people to go to that event. So Twitter, they blocked his account. I think that was very rational, reasonable decision. Facebook, YouTube, Google, YouTube, they all blocked his account. I think that was right thing to do. Look, 7 people died from this. Okay, and President Trump was not behind it. No, he was forefront of all this. Okay, as a result, 7 people died. So I think if they go after him, you know, some criminal prosecution, DOJ, Department of Justice, I think they have a very good case against him. Criminal prosecution. Okay, 7 people died. Okay, is President Trump responsible for the death of 7 American citizens? I think he is. Right, because he should have foreseen this. Yeah, well, I could not foresee this. I mean, conservatives committing violence against police officers. That's not like I couldn't imagine that happening. Okay, because we conservatives, we are like Blue Lives Matter. Okay, we oppose defunding of police departments. Right, during the BLM, we are on the side of Blue Lives Matter. We are on the side of police officers during the BLM protests. Okay, that's how we conservatives were. So maybe President Trump didn't foresee this coming. Okay, maybe it was even beyond his imagination. Okay, but still, I mean, so many people got arrested by FBI, by DOJ. Okay, a lot of people who went to into the Capitol building that day, they got arrested. They are in jail now. But President Trump is not in jail. He's in the White House. Okay, so yeah, I have to agree with Democratic Party leaders trying to impeach him and even convict him in Senate trial. I have to agree with them, okay, because President Trump, he crossed the line, okay. Well, he's that kind of guy, right? But this time he went way too far, right? And yeah, he was too reckless, to say the least. And 7 people died from it. Is he responsible? I think so, right? So he may face some criminal charges later on, okay. He may even serve some jail time as well. I don't know, okay. But if they go after him for with some criminal charges, I don't think it will be trumped up charges because he led this protest. Okay. Did he foresee the violence? Maybe he didn't. I didn't, right? But as for me, yeah, I was against his allegation of election fraud from the get-go. Okay, because in my opinion, he didn't do well during his presidency, and voters they didn't vote for him. So I don't think there was massive election fraud. I never thought so. Okay. In my opinion, yeah, he just wanted to cling on to his title, presidency, White House, 4 more years. Okay. Very self-serving, selfish. He's childish, this temper tantrum, like he's kind of spoiled kid, right? President Trump. Yeah, born with a silver spoon in his mouth, right? Very, not very well disciplined. Okay, so he just cannot take it. Okay, so that's what I thought from the get-go. Okay, I don't buy all that election fraud. Even today, many conservatives believe that. I don't. I never did. I don't think there was any massive election fraud. No, he didn't do. He did not do very well during his 4 years. So voters decided not to vote for him. Okay, I have always thought that. Okay, I never thought there was massive election fraud. No. It's just he trying to cling on to his power control, okay, White House presidency. Okay. But this time he went too far. Okay, so 7 people died, right? Yeah, and many people lost their jobs, their career. They're in jail now, right? Because they listened to President Trump's theory of election fraud. So they did what he told them to do, went to Capitol building to disrupt government business of certification of this electoral college result. Okay. Even Vice President Mike Pence said, yeah, Mr. Joe Biden will be the next president. Okay. So President Trump led this effort of this Capitol protest. He led the effort, right? 7 people died. Okay. And he's responsible for those 7 people's death of American citizens, right? Maybe he did not foresee that. I didn't. Probably nobody did, right? But it happened. And those people who went to Capitol Hill building, they're in jail. President Trump, he's not in jail. He's in the White House. Is that fair? Some people, pro-Trumpers, who are in jail now, they're expecting some presidential pardon. But Mr. President Trump, is he thinking about that? Probably not. He's doing his best to distance himself from the people in jail, pro-Trumpers who went to Capitol Hill building, because he wants to save his own self. That's President Trump, okay? That's very self-serving, okay? He turned his back to on his turn on his own people when it's more political convenient. Very Machiavellian kind of politician that he has become, okay? He condemned his own people who went to Capitol Hill, all right? Because it's more politically convenient, all right? So perhaps those people who went to Capitol building, who got arrested, who are in jail now, maybe they miscalculated President Trump's worth. I don't think President Trump is worthwhile to risk people's lives or their career for. President Trump, he's no saint. Just like Mr. George Floyd in BLM, right? He's no saint. President Trump, he's no saint either. More, yeah, Mr. George Floyd, BLM, he's more like blue collar crime. President Trump, more white collar crime. They're both criminals. That's kind of same kind. Bad role models, right? Mr. George Floyd, Mr. Trump, blue collar crime, white collar crime. Okay, what's the difference? All right, just difference of colors, right? Yeah, they're both criminals. Okay, so very bad role models. I wrote about that in past papers last year. All right. Yeah, nobody knows what's going to happen. Maybe next 4 years. Okay, President Trump may go to jail, criminal trial, civil trial, Senate trial. Okay, maybe they might be what will occupy his all his time, right? People may sue him civil court to take his money, right? And he may end up in jail, serve some time in jail, all right, for manslaughter, all right. Nobody knows, okay. But yeah, he made some big mistake this time, okay. And 7 people died from it. His own mistake. His self-serving allegation of election fraud. He's in big trouble, okay. So, but that's President Trump. Big trouble. In Korea, South Korea, there's this novel written in 1970s, 1980s, The Fall of a Hero. Yeah, we are witnessing in American history the rise and fall of Donald J. Trump, right? With this America history. In South Korea, there's this novel back in 1970s, 80s, something like that. Okay. Yeah, The Fall of a Hero. Okay. Yeah. But it's about South Korea story. Yeah. Or novel. Okay. So, but Korea, America, anywhere in the world is pretty much the same. Okay. The fallen hero. Okay. So, because to be fair, we are human beings. Even Mr. Jesus, Mr. Socrates, Mr. Buddha, Mr. Confucius, Mr. Muhammad Allah. We are human beings. Okay. Even if they are saints, Mr. Muhammad Gandhi, Muhammad Allah, Mr. Mahatma Gandhi, even Mr. Martin Luther King Jr. Right? Yeah, but happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day next Monday. Okay, so yeah, they're followable people, heroes, maybe, but they make mistakes too. They're only human, also human, like Friedrich Nietzsche said. Winston Friedrich Nietzsche, German philosopher, yeah, he went to brothels, red light districts. So have I. Okay, yeah, we all people, we make mistakes. Okay, we are not pitch perfect. Nobody is. How about gods, goddesses? Don't you think they made some mistakes too? Maybe we make mistakes just like gods, goddesses make mistakes. Okay? Because according to some Bible, okay, yeah, we are made after God's own image. Maybe we may make mistakes because God makes mistakes too. Okay? So, because according to Bible, God regretted ever creating, having have created this one species made after his own image, Homo sapiens. That's why he decided to wipe them out. Noah's great flood. He regretted ever creating, having created human beings. So he decided to kill them all, except Noah's family. Noah's great flood, okay? So God is like biblical Judeo-Christianity God, Jehovah, admitting his own error, mistake of having created human being after his own image, Adam, right? So he regretted having created human beings, give them some free will, freedom. So he decided to wipe them out, Noah's flood, except for Noah's family and his zoo. Okay, animals, plants, whatever. Okay, so yeah, God admitted in Jewish Bible, Judeo Christianity, Jehovah. Okay, he admitted he made some mistakes, errors. He regretted, repented from his own mistakes that he created human being. It's in the book of Genesis, I guess. I don't know. Noah's flood is in book of Genesis. I guess. Yeah, God admitting his own mistake. Maybe we humans make mistakes too, because we are made created after God's own image. God makes mistakes. We humans we make mistakes too, just like God did. Huh? Some thoughts. All right, we'll take 5 minutes break. Yes. Yeah. In my lawyer job, I'm so busy. So today, Friday, I had to skip my lunch time because we are so busy. You may think I don't work. Okay, I do. Okay, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Okay, 40 hours a week. Sometimes I stay longer, like sometimes 8 p.m., sometimes even 12 p.m. Okay, yeah, I work. Okay, I pay my bills, get my salary, no problem. Okay, but in my spare time, I look at the news. Okay, but today, yeah, I got off at 5:15, something like that. Okay, but because I work very hard in my job, line of job. Before this lawyer job, I was a computer programmer. Okay. Yeah. Before that, U.S. Army soldier. Right. Yeah, I work very hard. Right. But in my spare time, yeah, I look at the news, read some philosophy, Buddhism, some novels, essays, history, study foreign languages. Okay, yeah, in my spare time. Okay, so I'm kind of Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 kind of guy, employee type, right? Yeah. The rest of the time, after 40 hours a week, I have my spare time. Okay. Yeah, I study, read news, watch documentaries. Okay, okay. But today at work, it was very busy. Okay, but I got my job done. So after 5 o'clock, after that, I punch out. Okay, yeah, did some humanology writing. Right, that was good. Okay, yeah, yeah, life is good. Okay, so we're just making some commentaries. It's catharsis, expression of our feelings. Right. I'm sorry if I causes you I caused you some displeasure, emotional distress. I apologize. I'm sorry. Right. But if this human series cause you some emotional distress, then don't watch this. All right? Why? It's not necessary. I don't want you to be unhappy. I want you to be happy. Right? If I cause you some distress, emotional pain, stress, I apologize. And but you don't have to be here. Right? If this does not help you, if this makes you unhappy, yeah, then you don't have to be here. Okay? Yeah. You don't have to watch this. Spend time with me. I appreciate you did. Okay? But my opinion is so contradictory to your opinion and causes you unnecessary distress, stress, pain, emotional pain. Then feel free to leave and watch something else. I appreciate your time with me, but I don't want to make you unhappy. Right? I want you to be happy. Okay? Yeah. Feel free to leave this and go somewhere else. Feel free. I just thank you for your time with me in the past. Right? But in the future, feel free to leave this place. Yeah, pursue your happiness. Declaration of Independence. Okay. Yeah. Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, I was just grateful that you have been here before. But feel free to leave. Okay? Yeah, I respect your opinion, your freedom, your sentiment. Okay? So I don't want to make you unhappy. I want you to be happy. Okay? All right, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I'm drunk. It's Friday. I'm at home. I'm not going anywhere, so no problem, right? So, all right. Yeah, let's start talking about politics, okay? Whether President Trump will go to jail or not. Has there ever been president of United States who ever went to jail after their White House career? It could be the first, okay? Yeah, I don't know, okay? But do I want him to go to jail? Well, the thing is, the people, pro-Trumpers, they are in jail now, many of them. Is it fair that pro-Trumpers are in jail house while President Trump is in the White House when he led this Capitol Hill protest? Is that fair? Talk about privilege, right? I mean, he turned back on his own people, pro-Trumpers, who followed his presidential order to storm into this Capitol Hill. Okay, he ordered them to do so. They obeyed presidential order, and they are in jail house. President Trump, he's in the White House, and he's denying all the responsibility. Okay, he turned his back on his own people who are in jail now. He condemned them. Okay, when he ordered them before to storm the not White House, but Capitol Hill. Very self-serving, very selfish, childish, right? So if pro-Trumpers, American citizens are in jail now because they followed presidential order from the President Trump in the White House, don't you think it's fair that he go to jailhouse too? Yeah, this is why America is getting all the highlights in the world, internationally. Yeah, it's a shameful history in America, okay? But America tend to get all the highlights because we have some interesting characters like President Trump, pro-Trumpers, very photogenic, eventful. We get all the highlights in America, right? We have President Trump, pro-Trumpers, some strange people, right? So America get all the highlights internationally in the media, right? Yeah, very intriguing, interesting, entertaining, right? As entertaining as President Trump and pro-Trumpers with these horns, furs, all that. Okay, yeah. America is a very interesting place. Okay, exciting, entertaining, all this headlight. I mean, limelight, focus, because something extraordinary is happening in America. Goods and bads, right? Yeah, so America get all the highlights, limelights. It's in the news internationally, right? It's goods and bads. Okay, some good things, bad things happening in America, but it's not disputed that America makes all the highlights, limelights. It's a center of focus in the world. But some extraordinary things happen in America, goods and bads. Okay, we have some strange people here, very strange people. President Trump, pro-Trumpers. Okay, strange people. But it does not have to be that way. Maybe America can get highlights, limelight, focus internationally in a good way. That's why I ran for president last year. Yeah, America could be good role model It has not been in the past 10 years, 20 years. America did not play a good role model to the world. You have LGBT, President Barack Obama, LGBT, AIDS, you have the tattoos, piercings, marijuana, drug addiction, okay, pro-Trump, this denial, okay, oh, that bad stuff. But it doesn't have to be bad. That's why I ran for president last year. I lost the election. I didn't even make any news, right? Most likely, I was the only one who voted for myself. Maybe some others voted for me. I don't know. Okay. God bless them. Okay. Because I wanted to lead America toward a positive, constructive, correct direction. Invention, technology, okay, exercise, diet, science, philosophy, morality, ethics. I thought I was ready to do so, okay. But I was not elected president last year. Mr. Joe Biden, okay, this boring figure, alright. I don't think he will do any better than President Trump. Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah. So I did run for president. I did. Yeah, quarterly report. I filed it in time. All right. I'm doing my best, yeah, to make this world a better place. I write papers, peer review journals. They reject me. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Some kind and generous people in the world, my friends, family members, like you. Okay. Kind and generously read my papers I wrote, whose which were rejected by peer reviewed journals. Okay. I do my best. Okay. The little that I have, I invest my time, money, energy to save people, heal people, to make next generation to be better than our generation. I do my best. Right. And I know I'm not the only one. You, people in the world, okay? Yeah, we go to work, we serve other people. It's very circular, okay? We have our boss. Our boss have their own bosses, customers, patrons, clients. Okay? Yeah, circular. Okay. Boss. Subordinate. Okay. Yeah. So we have our boss who deal with the clients who are their bosses. Okay. And their clients, they serve us. Right? Yeah. If I make, if I'm a farmer or farm's employee, we make apple. Okay. So I'm an employee in apple farm. We have our boss, apple farm, property owner. Okay. Who is his boss? Yeah, clients, patrons, customers who buy apples, right? Maybe they are car mechanics, electricians who go to grocery store who buy apples. Okay? Now, my car is in trouble. I'm a customer to this car mechanic shop. Or my bathroom is having some trouble. So I hire plumbers, car mechanics. I'm their boss because I'm their customer, client, patron. Okay. But they are my boss's boss because I'm a Apple farmer, employee, orchard, right? But yeah, so they are my boss's boss because they buy apples that I planted from apple tree. Okay, so but I'm their boss too because my car get into trouble. They fix my car. My bathroom get into trouble. They fix my bathroom. Plumbers, car mechanics, carpenters, right? I pay them. Right? It's very circular. Okay. I am their boss. They are my boss. My boss's boss. Okay. It's very circular. Okay. So I should write about that. Okay. So, yeah. So this humanology paper that we are writing. Okay. It'll be epic saga. It'll be good. Okay. So let me write a note. Mm. On a lighter note, okay, yeah, I'm cooking my dinner. What's in the dinner? Yeah, some fried chicken wings, okay, that I bought from Walmart, and some vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, baby carrots in water, right? Yeah, this is what I'm cooking in the microwave. Yeah, I love chicken wings, cartilage, bones, okay, I love it. Yeah, I will do exercise, right? Diet. Yeah, every once in a while, chicken wings, fried chicken wings. I think this is okay. Alright. Sometimes I joke. I love Kentucky Fried Chicken. Okay. How about Kentucky Fried Brain? Okay, because sometimes when I'm at my job, at work, office, just like you are, okay, it's like my brain is fried. My brain is fried, okay? Sometimes we are so busy at work. We have deadlines, right? As a computer programmer, as a lawyer, as whatever. Okay, we have deadlines. Okay. Oh, my brain is fried. You want some Kentucky Fried Chicken? How about Kentucky Fried Brains? Kentucky Fried human brains. Okay. Uh, Sometimes I feel that way. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So we need to take a break, rest, maybe take a nap, right? Maybe go outside in the park, run, right? Push ups, sit ups, pull ups. Okay. I do that sometimes. Alright, yeah. Exercise, rest, good sleep, maybe some alcohol consumption, maybe tobacco, cigarette break, smoking. Alright, yeah. Balance between work and play. Right? So it's life is a marathon. Okay. Yeah, some Korean with secular wisdom. Okay. Yeah, life is a marathon. It's a long distance running. Yeah, just slow down sometimes. Okay. Take a break. Right? Slow down sometimes. Okay. So that we have some longevity, right? Okay. All right. Happy Friday. Be good. Abide by the law. Don't get into any trouble. Okay. Don't drink and drive. Right. Don't smoke cigarette too much. Yeah. Give your body some rest. Take some breaks. Okay. If your bosses, employers don't want you to take a break, yeah, well, demand it. They'll give it to you. Right. Just like Mr. Jesus Christ said, Jewish guy, okay, 2000 years ago. Yeah, knock on the door, it will be given to you, okay? Your employers, they love you, they need you as employees, okay? Yeah, demand some break, union break, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, okay? Just go outside, take a cigarette break, come back to work. 10 minutes break, okay? We need that stuff, right? You come home. Yeah, you're not driving anywhere. Yeah, get some alcohol, liquor, beer, wine, whiskey, vodka, okay? Yeah, it will help you relax your muscles, sleep better at night, okay? Some of my friends told me, okay, yeah, good wisdom, okay? So, yeah. Live and learn from other people, friends, families, okay? Yeah, yeah, it's about peace, love. Yeah, like Mr. John Lennon said, yeah, love is all you need, right? Yeah, balance, okay? Yin and yang, work, play, right? Yeah, rest, good sleep, union break, okay? Yeah. I owe many of my friends, colleagues, co-workers to teach me all these wisdoms. God bless them. I'm just a huge fan of my co-workers, colleagues, present and past, future alike. They taught me good things. Many of them younger than me, older than me, contemporary, same age. Yeah, they're all good. Okay, so, okay. Okay, have a nice weekend. Okay, thank you. Good night. Bye.